Trump said you're his candidate.
Hello?
Tonight's the night. It's going to happen. Has to happen. The race for New York City mayor. We're going to find out. Is it going to be Zohran Mamdani, Andrew Cuomo, or, in a major twist, Curtis Sliwa? Unlikely. But in this video, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that is leading up to tonight, including the hilarious endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has been receiving, Mamdani's reaction to those endorsements, as well as Cuomo's own reaction to one of those endorsements during a radio interview that is just priceless. I'll also get to later on a clip from CNN that has to deal with this election and just the incredible laying out of Scott Jennings by David Hogg. I'll show that later. It's really, really fun. But let me first start with where this election currently stands. So these are the latest polls. This is from the New York Times. So leading up, Mamdani, big leads here. The latest two from Atlas Intel. I don't know their track record, but they have Mamdani with a tighter lead, but still a lead. And look, who knows what's going to happen tonight? But if the race does tighten, it is likely because those Curtis Sliwa voters, those Republican voters, are going to go to Andrew Cuomo, who was once the Democratic candidate, was once a candidate within the Democratic Party for the primary, who of course ultimately lost to Mamdani, and then Cuomo was so hurt that he had to run as an independent. But right now, New York City is seeing the highest early in-person turnout ever for a non-presidential election in New York. So early voting ends with 735,000 ballots cast, as well as younger voters surging. And as Adam Carlson points out here, more people vote on the final day of early voting in the 2025 mayoral general election than in the final day of early voting in the presidential election last year, which is insane. 2 million total votes is well within reach. So I can't wait to see the turnout tonight, what ends up happening. But maybe this will change things. Trump urges New Yorkers to vote for Cuomo for mayor. So this is in a long Truth Social post. He also did it during a CBS interview, but you finally get through all of this garbage. Down to the bottom, whether you personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you really have no choice. You must vote for him and hope he does a fantastic job. He is capable of it. Mamdani is not. The Donald Trump endorsement for Cuomo. Incredible. Zohran Mamdani reacting to it on Twitter here. Congratulations, Andrew Cuomo. I know how hard you worked for this. Trump endorses Cuomo. Now, this is the reaction before I get to Mamdani's explanation of the Trump endorsement. This reaction from Cuomo on this radio show. This is Hot 97 in the morning. Check this out.
Your boy was just on 60 Minutes, Cuomo, saying that you're his guy.
No.
Trump said you're his candidate. If he had to pick a bad Democrat or what did he say? Or a
communist.
Or a communist, he's picking you.
Hello?
I think that they cut him off. I think he had to rap.
You just get, oh. I really wanted to hear that answer. That's what I was going to ask you.
Ebro just got spicy.
Oh.
I heard a click before the boop.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, well.
I guess he hadn't yet been briefed on how to answer that question. Because how can you claim on one hand you're going to stand up against Trump when he endorses you? And his billionaire buddies who are funding your campaign also are backing you. Now, here is Zohran Mamdani on Morning Joe this morning discussing why Trump is doing what he's doing.
When you're speaking to New Yorkers, they ask you less how you describe your politics and more whether there's room for them in that politics. Right. And New Yorkers are asking me, does your politics have room for my struggle to afford my rent, my childcare, my groceries? And frankly, President Trump ran an entire campaign focusing on the cost of living, focusing on the promise of cheaper groceries. And his inability to do so is now making him increasingly desperate to try and stop the campaign that will actually deliver on the same diagnosis that he shared.
That is exactly it. Trump is terrified that Mamdani can actually deliver on the affordability issue that Trump claimed to care about. Because if they actually believed that Mamdani would destroy the city, would make everything worse, then why wouldn't they just say, hey, sure, go vote for Mamdani. You're going to see how terrible he is. Because they understand that his approach is one that can actually deliver. Now, this gets to the Elon Musk endorsement. Just incredible stuff here. This is a pinned tweet of his. Remember to vote tomorrow in New York. Bear in mind that a vote for Curtis is really a vote for Mum Dummy because this guy's a child, or whatever his name is. Vote Cuomo. Matt Binder pointed something out that was really interesting. You're likely going to see this Elon Musk post in your feed because Musk is using X's paid boost feature on it. Elon Musk is running his anti-Zohran Mamdani / Andrew Cuomo endorsement as an unmarked paid promotion on the social media platform that he owns. Elon Musk and the right wing are doing what they claim the left were doing with Facebook or Twitter or whatever, that they never were. But here, Elon Musk has done this, and this isn't the first time. This is clear during the election as well. Elon Musk using the platform that he owns to clearly push a political agenda. And I had Musk blocked, so I actually didn't see his tweet. But the first tweet I did see this morning when I logged into Twitter was Andrew Cuomo saying, vote for me. I don't follow Andrew Cuomo. There's no reason I should see an Andrew Cuomo tweet in my feed. But Elon Musk is actively pushing up pro-Cuomo tweets to try and have an impact on the election. It's ridiculous. This gets to Mamdani's reaction to the endorsement. Another big endorsement for Andrew Cuomo, and it only cost $959 million in tax breaks. I'll get to what that's all about in a second here. Elon endorses Cuomo. So here is Mamdani discussing that Elon Musk endorsement.
Elon Musk's endorsement is one of the most expensive endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has ever gotten because it cost him and the state of New York $959 million in tax breaks that he gave Elon Musk years ago when he was the governor of the state. That's actually more money than it would cost to make every bus free in New York City. So I've said clearly that I believe we should tax the top 1% an additional 2%, that's New Yorkers making $1 million or more a year, and have the most profitable corporations pay the same tax rate they do at the top tier in New Jersey, what they would actually pay here in New York. These things together would pay for the entirety of our economic agenda and start to Trump-proof our city. Because as you've said, the endorsements that Andrew Cuomo has got, and this morning he started it by going on Fox and Friends, we're talking about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Stephen Miller. These are the architects in many ways of the crisis of authoritarianism that New Yorkers are facing. And Andrew Cuomo is so unwilling to tax Donald Trump's billionaire donors because he knows those are the same ones whose checks that he's busy cashing trying to get back to City Hall.
And that's also a big reason why they are fighting Mamdani, because they do not want to be taxed. And not just about being taxed, but also because they have been enjoying their corporate welfare from the status quo. So as Mamdani pointed out in that clip, Cuomo's $1 billion boondoggle with Elon Musk. So this is a piece from Politico back in March. I will link to it below the video. But essentially, massive handout to Elon Musk. The state spent $959 million to build and equip a plant that Mr. Musk's company leases for $1 a year. $1 a year. Does Elon Musk need a tax break? A handout to pay rent? The richest man on earth can't afford to pay proper rent for a plant? No, he gets to only pay $1 a year. Absolutely insane. These are the sorts of giveaways people like Musk and other billionaires have been enjoying under people like Andrew Cuomo or Republicans generally, and many Democrats as well, who have fought for the corporate status quo. Mamdani clearly has a different way of doing politics. Now, you did hear correctly. Stephen Miller has endorsed Andrew Cuomo as well. Just a quick clip here.
The anti-Mamdani vote, which is really the pro-New York City vote, the pro-America vote, needs to unite behind the leading candidate, and that's Andrew Cuomo.
I don't know. Vote for Zohran Mamdani, who actually has a history of fighting for people, or vote for the guy that one of the worst people on earth wants you to vote for. The very coveted Stephen Miller endorsement there for Andrew Cuomo. Now, I want to play a clip here from CNN. This is related to the race because they were debating the race, but let's be honest. I want to play this because it is hilarious to watch Scott Jennings absolutely getting laid out here by David Hogg.
He's probably going to win. I mean, it's a Democrat town, and they're going to elect a socialist to run the financial capital of the world. I mean, you gave him $300,000. That's interesting. That's probably the only 300 non-Islamo-Marxist grand that he got. I saw Linda Sarsour today bragging about all the money
they
that's
actually
coming
have a
from all
public
over the
financing
world. And so
system
I just
for their
I
elections
just,
in New York.
Look.
And honestly,
Cuomo
I
is
think
a
part of
flawed-
the reason he's so powerful is because people are tired of being lectured by men with Rolexes on CNN about affordability in this country. That's the real reason he is resonating right now.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Scott Jennings Rolex sparkling in the studio lights as David Hogg delivers that line. Great stuff. Couple last things here. Jacobin, I completely agree with him here. If Zohran Mamdani wins tomorrow, he'll have defeated not just Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Lewa, he'll have defeated DoorDash, Airbnb, Mike Bloomberg, Walmart heiress Alice Walton, Bill Ackman, and a long list of billionaire donors. This really is a fight about the working class versus the billionaires, and this is a great clip. So it's 3 minutes long, so I'm not going to play the whole thing here, but I will link to it below. This is showing the before and after. This is a year ago when Zohran Mamdani was on the street talking to people or trying to talk to people about running in the Democratic primary versus what is happening on that same street today. Really great stuff. I'll just end on this.
How's it going, guys? Do you have 60 seconds to talk to us about the election? How you guys doing? Do you guys want to talk about the election for a minute? How you doing, boss? How's it going, sir? Excuse me, ma'am. How you doing, boss? Why is it that you don't feel as confident today about Democratic candidates?
Honestly, I lost faith.
It felt like I was just choosing the greater of two evils, and whatever was going to happen was going to happen.
How you doing, boss?
Walter,
Walter, nice to meet you. Walter, did you get a chance to vote on Tuesday?
I didn't vote. I call all my African people to vote for
Thank you, my brother.
because I know with you, New York City will change.
Thank you, my brother.
I support you.
1 year ago, we were here talking to New Yorkers after Donald Trump won the presidential election. Did you get a chance to vote on Tuesday, Devin?
I did, yes.
And who did you vote for?
Donald Trump.
The million-dollar question. Trump.
Honestly, I didn't vote.
Actually, I did not get a chance to vote.
But I didn't want to anyways.
What we're finding today, remember exactly where we were? There are far more people excited about the possibility of politics in this city on the same street, where last year there were very few who were looking to have that conversation. You going, boss?
Let's go, You got my vote.
How you doing?
Yes, let's go for him. Yes.
I'll vote for this guy. You are the best, bro.
Thank you, bro. How are you? It's time for a change. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, man. Oh, thank you, my brother.
Just got my citizenship.
Hey, congratulations!
For you.
Congratulations!
I
That's
got you.
amazing.
You're the game changer.
Thank you, my brother.
My bishop first. I voted for him yesterday.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Yeah, this is the mayor, the next mayor.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and check out some of the other videos I have on this channel.